The following is a live sports presentation on Glycod.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school basketball starts now.
And a pleasant good evening from Eastern Kentucky University, side of the 11th Region Boys Basketball Championship exclusively on Glycod. Frederick Douglass, Great Crossing, a rematch of last year's state title game. Robbie Moss, this should be some kind of ball game. Both teams having fantastic seasons.
Both teams have had great seasons up to this point. Worked hard to get here. Douglass had to go through the favorite and number one ranked Madison Central to get here, and Great Crossing beat traditional powerhouse of Lexington Catholic in the semis to get here. So a great scene, a great venue. Eastern Kentucky should be rocking tonight, and cannot wait to see who's going to be the 11th region champion.
Frederick Douglass, as Robbie mentioned, rolling 13 consecutive wins, and Tate Robinson, a big reason why with his prolific shooting.
Yeah, man, when Tate Robinson gets going, they're tough to stop. He's making threes. It's like the whole team just kind of feeds off of it, and he can make them. He shoots them about a 46-47% clip. That's 50%. So one out of every two shots going in. That's like Kentucky fans remember last year, Kobe Bryant shooting. You thought everyone was going in. That's what happens when Tate Robinson gets those puppies set and shoots it, and he shoots it so quickly. So Tate Robinson is very, very dangerous, and somebody Great Crossing is definitely going to have their eyes on all night.
Broncos advancing, defeating Madison Central on Saturday 58-49 for the first time in two prior tries. What did you take from that performance?
Man, they were a full team. Tate Robinson did get going, but you always have DeMarcus Surratt, who's going to do what he does, show his athleticism, be there for the rebounds, the block shots, the points. Dakari Talbert, the point guard, is still playing really, really good basketball. He's playing under control, unselfish, and the team is unselfish as a whole. They pass up a good shot to get to a great shot. They have extraordinary energy off the bench. They bring in guys off the bench like Nas Gillespie, like Terry Kaysen, who bring a lot of energy, who don't try to take over the game by scoring. They come in and they make an impact by doing the dirty work, playing defense, being physical, getting rebounds. When you have teams that do that, it shows the character, it shows the makeup and build, it shows the camaraderie, and that's why they're so special and have a very, very good chance of cutting down the nets tonight.
Great Crossing, they're on a winning string of their own, 7 consecutive wins. The Warhawks 22-11. They got here by defeating Lex Cath on Saturday, beat them 50-42, and Brady Orm, a significant reason why. Yeah,
man, the big fella in the paint is everything for them. He's as good as advertised. He's athletic. He's really, really strong, and he's only a sophomore at 6'7". So Great Crossing is really hitting their strides at the appropriate time. They played without Colt DeLimpo last game, one of their best shooters on the team, and still were able to beat Lexington Catholic. He should be back. Maybe not in the starting lineup tonight, but adding that firepower is definitely going to be needed going against the Douglass team that has a lot of shooters, a lot of athletic ability. So Great Crossing is really, really playing well. They need to keep Brady Orm out of foul trouble and keep playing. And they also have a senior leader in Trevante Cooper, who is phenomenal. He plays under control, he understands the game, and he understands how to bring along those younger players. So I know he's excited about tonight, and hopefully the younger players are ready to step up and put on a show for him.
The Warhawks, unlike years past, entering this tournament a tad under the radar, and that's been to their benefit. And Steve Page, their head coach, the only coach they've ever had in their school history, he'll talk about that when you come back. Just getting started, Douglass Crossing, the winner, on to the Sweet 16, and we'll get everything going right after this timeout. You're watching exclusive 11th Region basketball on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Well, Steve, what have the last 2 days been like?
Oh, I mean, we're ecstatic to even be here. So, start of the season, I actually watched the y'all's broadcast of us in Douglas from December 2nd, about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So, and obviously at that time talked about them being the favorite in the 11th and number 2 in the state. So, everybody expected them to be playing this game, but I don't think many people expected us to be here. So, we've been in this spot. It's our third straight year. Obviously different kids. But I think they're loose. They understand that there's really no pressure on us. Everybody's expecting Douglas to win. But we feel like we've got a good game plan. We feel like if we execute our game plan, we're just trying to give ourselves a chance with a couple minutes left in the game to win it.
You referenced that season opening game. What do you take from it, if anything?
I've referenced just a couple of things today in our shoot-around. So as I told I laughed with the kids right before we left while we were eating. I said my eyes have been bleeding the last couple of days for watching so many Douglas games. I think between all of our coaches, we probably watched 2/3 of their games since Saturday, at least pieces and parts of them. But so just a couple things, couple changes we'll make to the game plan, how we guard people that I referenced from that game. But that was so long ago. Their football kids were just getting their legs. They didn't start. The kids, they start now. They're a much different team. Obviously, we're a much different team.
What's most concerning to you about them?
We've got to make sure we limit our live ball turnovers. Obviously, we want to limit turnovers in general, but I laughingly tell the kids, kick it in the stands before you throw it to them in bounds, because at least we can play defense. But we got to limit those so they don't, because their transition game is probably their best offense, and at some points their rebounding, offensive rebounds, their second best offense. They run a lot of good stuff in their half court, don't get me wrong, but those are things that, we're going to have to really compete on the backboard, make sure that we're not saying we got to win it. Most games we tell the kids we got to win it, but we got to compete and keep it close. If we force them to miss a shot, we got to be battling to, try to make sure they don't get a second shot. And then in all honesty, we got to hope the kids that are, 25, 28% shooters continue to be 25 and 28% shooters tonight, and they don't, those kids don't get hot, and then, we can't let Tate Robinson get loose.
Prior to the win versus Lex Cath on Saturday, you said you played a very difficult schedule, but hadn't beaten anybody. But you have now. But how has that schedule challenged you? Oh,
it's been great. Our up till today, probably our best win on paper was Marshall County, who was the first qualifier for a state tournament. We beat them over Christmas. But yeah, I mean, when you start off, we scrimmaged St. X, North Oldham, and then opened at Frederick Douglass. That's brilliant scheduling by the coach, huh? But at the same point, I think we lost to St. X by 15 or 20, but that was one where they reset the quarters, and we won one quarter and almost won a second one. They made a last-second shot in the quarter, so that gave the kids a lot of confidence. And then in those games, that's what I kept telling them early in the season, is we're competing, we're doing well, but let's not get to March and then call our season what if. So, what if, or we were close all season or whatever, and the tide started turning. We beat a couple teams that were ranked at one point. Lloyd Memorial was a really good win for us. Ryle at the end of the season was a really good win for us. And then outside of, we were disappointed we didn't really compete with GRC and Covcath late in the season. Those were a couple disappointing, but outside of that, I think we're 17-3 or 16-3 in our last, and Ashland being the other game we lost, and we competed with Ashland for a good majority of that game. So I think they just need to get their legs underneath them. You know what I'm saying? Every single kid was in a different role, and then we played, we had two kids in that December 2nd game against Douglas that didn't even see the floor on Saturday. So
Colton Limpo will play, was very much under the weather on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect from him tonight?
I honestly don't know. So, we expect to him have the similar type of minutes he normally has, but we're going to keep a close eye on him early on to see how he feels. We're going to ask him to be honest with us on how he feels, and I know he will be. And I think he feels fine. He's 48 hours removed, or heck now, almost 60 hours removed from, I think, the worst part of his, his stuff. So I think he'll be fine. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on him, and be good to have another kid out here who make some shots for us, hopefully.
Good luck tonight. Congrats on a great season, Steve.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, Coach Steve Page, be back to Richmond after this on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cardtown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
Communication is really important on a team because you have to know what everybody's doing, even when it's not your job. You just really want to work as one unit, and whenever you can do that, the team is at its best. I think staying active helps me to be my best self by keeping me disciplined. Being able to look back whenever I go to bed at night, checking all the things off that I've done that day, it creates the best me. My name is Trent Noah, and I'm better without it.
With Fast Signs, create striking custom visuals that inspire pride district-wide. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Tonight's broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the KHSAA is prohibited. Ravi, let's talk about this great crossing program. And Steve Page, he's the architect, the only coach they've ever had there, and what he's done year after year, bringing a new cast of characters back, speaks a lot about his coaching acumen.
It just shows he can coach. That's the bottom line. Anytime you start a program like you did at Great Crossing, already has a state championship under his belt, and now he's back in a regional final with a whole new cast of players. Nothing speaks louder than what you can do after you win a championship. And the fact that he's here, one step away from the Sweet 16 again, it just goes to show Steve Page knows what he's doing.
No Malachi Moreno, no Vince Dawson. L.J. Holman was a tremendous player, left a year early to go to prep school. It really is amazing that Brady Orm was the only key part, and I mean key part of last year's team, that they're back here again.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to do it again with this bunch of guys, it's just impressive. And if you look at the roster through, you've only got 2 seniors. So he's doing it with a bunch of sophomores and freshmen. He's got 1 junior playing a lot of minutes, but other than that, this is a very, very young team. To be able to coach these kids up, get them through that hard schedule like he did at the beginning of the season, which every good coach does. Make your team play hard games at the beginning of the season. So this time of year, they're not shell-shocked when they get in the game against Douglas or they get in the game against Madison Central or Lexington Catholic. And this team was ready. They were prepared. They were ready to take on Catholic. And now we'll see if they're ready to take on Frederick Douglass.
We'll have your game plan in just a little bit. But three-point shooting really important for them tonight.
They've got to be able to shoot the rock tonight. The way that Douglas guards, their athleticism, they don't really have an advantage in that department. Brady Orm is really, really good. He's going to score points. He's going to get his points in the paint. But to help him out, guys like Javante Cooper, Graham Schwartz, and Colt Olimpo, they're going to have to make some threes tonight to loosen that up, loosen that defense up, and get some points on the board.
The Broncos are rolling. They're 23-6, and they haven't lost since January the 16th versus Madison Central. That means they've won 13 consecutive games. You'll hear from their head coach, Murray Garvin, on the other side of this timeout. It's Douglas and Great Crossing for all the marbles in the 11th region. 13 minutes from tip on Glycod.
I think it's important to have a passion because it's important to have something that's bigger than yourself, that you find joy in, that you can work towards every single day. I would say that basketball has positively influenced my life greater than any other thing that I've done because it has allowed me to build so many great relationships, and it's taught me resilience and accountability and discipline and so many things that I use in life every single day. I've witnessed how drugs have negatively impacted people in my community, and I know that by pursuing my passion, I've been able to make positive choices that have helped me grow as a person and an athlete. If you're feeling pressured, I would just encourage you to stay true to yourself and not let others influence you to become something that you're not. It's okay to stand out and make choices that reflect who you really are. My name is Cassidy Rowe, and I'm better without it.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
At Central Equipment,
We're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Well, Murray, on the doorstep of a trip to the Sweet 16, and you guys certainly the favorite tonight. How are you embracing that role?
We're just little old Douglas. You know, we're chugging along, man. Hopefully we can get a performance that meets the expectations of our program. It's unbelievable that we're right back in this game from last year, kind of with a new cast of characters, and we're facing the team that put us out last year in great crossing. Kudos to Steve and his outfit and getting back to this game. So I know it's going to be a war. They're well coached. Our guys are going to have to play tremendous defense, which has been our staple the last month or so, and hopefully we'll come out with more points than them.
You've continued to talk about the defensive growth of your team as one of the primary reasons you guys have been on this winning streak. As you look back, was there a fork in the road where things really started to grasp?
Yeah, the loss at Henry Clay, and then coming back and we lost at Madison Central. And since then, we hadn't lost a game. I don't know if it's 12 or 13 in a row, something like that at this point. But in those film sessions, you could see the self-inflicted wounds, the blown assignments, and our guys just really locked into the defensive end. And my assistant coaches have done an outstanding job in preparation and scouting reports, and the guys have really bought into it, and it's made the difference for us.
Tate Robinson, describe him, Coach, plus 43-point shooting. What makes him so effective out there?
His belief in himself. He's a coach's kid. He puts extra time in. He has unbelievable faith in his abilities, and just a good young man that comes to work every day. He's usually the first one in the gym and the last one to leave, and his results may surprise other people, but it doesn't surprise his teammates or our coaching staff.
So Brady Orm, I assume, is a big focal point for you guys tonight. I don't expect you to tip your hand, but are there things you feel like you can do to perhaps limit him a bit?
Yeah, just try to throw multiple bodies at him. He's a really good basketball player. Hurt us in the first game of the season. We didn't really have an answer for him. We got to do a better job tonight. You know, when I went back and watched the film of the first game, our football guys were still football guys. Now we're a little bit different team, so hopefully we'll get a little better effort. And Thurman Wade is playing better than a lot of guys right now, averaging almost a double-double the last 5 or 6 games. If we can get that effort for him and get Nate Cohen to be Nate Cohen, I like our chances.
What'd you think of DJ's team getting that big win last night?
Man, DJ sets the standard, man. I said, God dog, man, we're chasing them again. You know, anytime you have a girls program, the boys program wants to live up to the same expectations, and he puts tremendous pressure on us. So good for them. He runs an outstanding program, and I wished him congratulations last night. I was watching, sitting at home on Glycod, watching the game, and I texted him, and I said, there you go again. I'm chasing you again. So he told me he may be here tonight cheering us on, but we'll see what we can do and try to get this W for the Bronco Nation.
Enjoy the memories tonight. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Head Coach Murray Garvin. Be right back after this from Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Central Kentucky, don't be afraid of your pool water. Talk to the experts at Suntine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. For over 50 years, our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit our store for a full line of BioGuard products, equipment, and accessories. Have your swimming pool sparkling in no time. Visit Suntine Pools today.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Richmond. Tonight's game plan is presented by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. They're the right decision for your home. Okay, Coach Moss, line them up for Douglas.
Douglas, Broncos Stampede. They got to get out and run. They've got athletes, and they're at their best when they get off the glass and push it down the court. So what they want to do is get up and down the court, use that athleticism, and most importantly, they want to wear Great Crossing down. Great Crossing's not a team with great depth. They don't have a lot of bench players, so Douglas has the exact opposite. Coach Murray Garvin has no problem going 10, 11 guys deep. He needs to let those boys out and let them run. And they also need to press for stress. Press for stress means they need to put pressure on them, not necessarily trying to get turnovers. So just because you're pressing doesn't mean you have to get a steal every time, but you do want to make them think. You do want to slow them down. You do want to make it take a longer time to get Brady Orm the ball when they get to the front court. So you press for stress, and that stress will wear on you, and then in the fourth quarter, we'll see if that works. And then lastly, they got to attack the rim. Brady Orm is the only big that Great Crossing has. They don't have anybody else other than him to protect that basket. So you want to go downhill, you want to attack the basket, go right at Brady Orm's chest, hopefully get him in foul trouble if you can. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Pull him out away from the basket, get some layups with nobody else there.
We talked about this on Saturday. One of the keys and reasons that Crossing won is Orm picked up a foul early in the game, and he didn't get the second foul till deep in the third quarter, and they need that similar recipe tonight.
And that's big time for a sophomore. When you're a sophomore, you have a tendency to foul more, get into foul trouble. Brady Orm has a great sense and understanding of how important he is to this team and knows to stay out of foul trouble and stay out of harm's way when it comes to that. So another reason why Douglas, especially if he gets one foul, Douglas has to attack the basket.
And what must Crossing do?
So Crossing needs to control the tempo. And I don't say that in the sense that they can't score a lot of points or they can't get up and down, because they can. They actually average 71 points on the season, which is more than what Douglas averages. But like we said earlier, they're not overly deep team. They get up in the up and down game with Douglas. Their legs are going to be a little bit more tired than Douglas just because they don't have the body. So they need to control the tempo and push when the time is right and slow it down when it's not. Secondly, they have to bang the boards. Douglas is amazing on the offensive glass, and Great Crossing cannot allow second and third chance points from Douglas. But on the flip side, Douglas has been known to give up some offensive rebounds. So if I am Great Crossing, I'm also going to the offensive glass hard to try to get some of those offensive rebounds and get some easy buckets. Lastly, they've got to punch first. Great Crossing is coming out. They are the underdog. Everybody's expecting Douglas to come out and control the game. If Great Crossing comes out and punches first, gets a lead, comes out and plays well, all the pressure then switches to Douglas, and Douglas can start feeling real game pressure if they're trailing in this game late in the third and fourth quarter. So they want to punch first, stay on top, stay aggressive, and do what they can to stay and play from ahead.
Robbie, throughout your time at UK, you've been in both situations, the heavy favorite like Douglas and then the underdog role at Crossing. What's that like?
Oh, man, it's great. It's great. When you're playing at this time of year and everybody else is watching you, it doesn't really matter what's going on. All you want to do is come out and play your game. If you're Douglas, you're confident in who you are. You know who you are. You know what you want to do, and you just have to come out here and do it. If you're Great Crossing, you saw all those guys last year. Malachi, everybody you mentioned earlier, win a state championship. You saw what they needed. You saw what it takes. It's their opportunity now. Can they seize it? Can they grab it by the horns and get their chance to go to Rupp?
Malachi, Vince Dawson, those guys, they planted the seeds. And this is the blossoming, if you will, as Great Crossing trying to advance to it. It's crazy. A third straight Sweet 16 in this region.
Yeah, and this region of all the regions in the state, to be able to do this and have an opportunity to do this, it just goes to show, again, how good a coach that Steve Page is and the job that he's doing there at Great Crossing.
Lots going on tonight on Glycod. We invite you to dip into the 7th region as well, a big one in Louisville between Ballard and St. X, and of course this one tonight. We will keep you posted throughout the evening at the ticker at the bottom of your screen. Some other regional finals going on as well, so it will be a busy evening, and we thank you so much for joining us. Tip-off, starting lineups coming back from Richmond. It's Douglas and Great Crossing on Glycod.
Central Kentucky, don't be afraid of your pool water. Talk to the experts at Suntine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. For over 50 years, our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit our store for a full line of BioGuard products, equipment, and accessories. Have your swimming pool sparkling in no time. Visit Suntine Pools today.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School Basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School. And now, courtside for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School Basketball, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Alongside Robbie Moss, I'm Chris LeBar. Welcome back to McBrayer Court, Baptist Health Arena at Eastern Kentucky University, venue for the 11th Region Basketball Tournament. Your starting lineups presented by Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family. DeMarcus Surratt, Dakari Talbert, Tate Robinson, Thurman Wade, and Nate Cohen been the usual quintet of starters. Surratt off to Bellarmine. Tate Robinson, one of the state's top three-point shooters, and you heard Murray Garvin talk about the growth of Thurman Wade on the backboard. A lot of menacing faces there for Douglas. Great Crossing will counter. We expect this to be the starting lineup with Trevante Cooper, Graham Swartz, Colt DeLimpo, Aslam Ismail and Brady Orem. Orem averaging a double-double for Crossing at 22 points and 11 rebounds. These two teams quite familiar with one another. The 9th overall meeting. And combined, they've won the last 3 regional championships. They met in this game last year. And December 2 of 25 rather, began their campaigns with Douglas winning that one to start the season. Tonight's officials out of the 12th, J.R. Reed, not the ex-UNC Tar Heel, Mike Black and Jesse Mahaffey. Great atmosphere for a big game. Memories will be made for all these student athletes. And we thank you so much for joining us on Glycot's free-to-watch high school athletics platform. And Great Crossing, Ismail will dig it out to start. So Colt DeLimpo is out there, and that's good to see. Number 13 for Crossing. There was some question as to whether or not he would start after missing Saturday. Orem turns and shoots. And Swartz attacking the backboard. There's Orem on the putback.
Orem staying with it, stuck with it, keep that ball alive again. That's an offensive rebound. Douglas has been known to give those up. Good job by Great Crossing.
Takari Talbert really grown into his role as a point guard here in the latter part of his junior season. And how will Crossing defend him? Talbert slithers in the lane, and we're tied at 2.
Great start. Again, his progression is the reason why Douglas is so good. Under control, limiting turnovers, playing good basketball. Great point guard.
Orem up top, and Nate Cohen with some heavy responsibility shadowing 34 in white. There's Ismail. Around the clock it goes to Graham Swartz. He veers baseline, left that one short. Swartz follows, and another Crossing offensive putback.
This is a game where Graham Swartz can really do his thing. He's athletic, bouncy, and can get to the basket just like that. A good offset to Douglas's athleticism.
There's Thurman Wade. Will nudge it to Nate Cohen, the blossoming senior. He's coming to his own here in the latter part of his 12th grade year. 12 in black. And Cohen going to set a screen. Talbert utilizes the pick. Dakari flings one. Horseshoes out. Thurman Wade, his specialty. Tate Robinson, his specialty. And dug out in the corner. That's Thurman Wade again for Frederick Douglass. Chiseling up, and that's off. Cohen with the putback.
It's 4 offensive rebounds on one possession. It'll be a long day if Great Crossing gives up that many.
Tied at 4, 2 minutes have elapsed. Graham Swartz near sideline. And Orem muscling it through Cohen, and Nate going to be called for the first foul of the game.
Really good job there by Brady Orem. Taking his time, got to the block where he wanted to be. Good head and shoulders, get Nate Cohen up in the air. Go through his body to get to the foul line.
There you see the girth, the strength of Brady Orem, one of the state's top sophomores.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Unbelievable.
And Crossing out to a good start. Orem, a 70% free throw shooter, and he certainly spends many a night at the foul line as teams with a lot of times no other recourse but to put him there.
Yeah, the longer he's at the foul line tonight, the better off for Great Crossing. He can get to the line 12 to 14 times. That means he's doing things well.
Surratt lunges underneath, and Cohen fouled on that lob.
Yeah, Javante Cooper thought he got a nice clean block, but he didn't. Just showing the athleticism that he possesses to get up there with Nate Cohen.
Javante Cooper labored in foul trouble the other day on Saturday, and that will be one of the keys tonight. Crossing has to keep him on the floor.
Not a lot of depth on this Crossing team. They really, really need to keep their starters out of foul trouble and upright.
So Cohen, 3 points out of the gates for Douglas. 41% free throw shooter on the campaign. And that one off the mark.
40% free throw shooter on the year. 1 for 2 is pretty good.
Crossing by a point. Here's DeLimpo. Shadowed and chased by number 3, DeMarcus Surratt with all that length. Ismail back to Swartz. And Orem, you can just sense he's going to drive Cohen with that early foul.
Yeah, he really needs to. Greg Carlson needs to get the ball back in there. Cohen can't foul right now. Not in the first quarter with 5 minutes to go. Let Brady Orem go to work.
Nudged in the corner to 3, Trevante Cooper. He's their top 3-point shooter. Now Swartz inside the arc. Orem angling up and challenged by Cohen. Swartz another offensive rebound. Ismail eyeballs a 3. And rebound, thunderous rebound on the backside by Thurman Wade of Douglas. Lob, Cohen runs the floor and nudges it in.
Great catch there. Same plane passes like that are so hard. Great hands by Nate Cohen to be able to finish that play.
Cohen with 5 early points. Frederick Douglass leading at 7-6. And Cohen getting a hand on that entry. Propelled forward to DeMarcus Surratt. Surratt, Euro! And a 9-6 Bronco lead.
Yeah, that's DeMarcus Surratt at his finest, out in the open court, using his athleticism. Douglas with a live ball turnover, which Steve Page wanted to avoid.
There's that stampede you were talking about, Robbie.
Got to run, baby. Let those Broncos loose.
Ismail will find his companion, Trevante Cooper. There it is underneath the Orem.
Yep.
Nice touch.
Really great cross screen. Good action there by great crossing. Set the cross screen, bring Brady Orem over there to get a good post.
Brady Orem with 5 of Crossing's 8. Nice pace, nice rhythm to start this game.
Yeah, both teams playing really, really comfortably. Both teams okay with this speed.
And Tate Robinson will angle it out to Dakari Talbert. And DeMarcus Surratt with a running start. Challenges Orem, and the whistle blows.
Who they're going to call it on is the question. Oh, they called it on Trevante Cooper. That is his 2nd foul, and that's a big one.
And Steve Page not at all a fan of that one, as Surratt inflicting damage on one of Crossing's top players.
I thought they were going to call it on Orem, which actually is not good, but it would have been better than Trevante Cooper getting his 2nd. But he's a senior. He understands the game. Let's see if Coach is going to roll the dice. It's just a lot of time left in the first quarter with 2 fouls.
So Jordan Kuntz checks in. Now, Jordan played very well in a starting role on Saturday as DeLimpo shadows out, but as Robbie mentioned, Cooper out there with those 2 fouls.
Yeah, they're going to keep him out there. He's a vet. Could be his last game. They want to play him, let him make the right decisions. But yeah, Jordan Kuntz gave great minutes last game. Did a really, really good job. And here's that pressure from Frederick Douglass. Again, this is more stress press.
Broncos have brought on Daniel Pion in the back end of that press. Lob pass, Surratt, great grab. And there's a foul on Brady Orem.
That's the first. But again, Douglas creating a turnover, 2nd of the game, where they get to get down and shoot layups and put great crossing in tough positions. Brady Orem hustled to get back. Thought he had a clean block, but got a piece of that arm. Surratt back to the line.
Surratt, one of Kentucky's best secrets. In this area, he's very well known, but he is incredibly versatile. His length, so bothersome on the defensive end, and he's a money player as well.
His length, he wants the ball late in the game, and his athletic ability to be able to get up there in the air, just kind of hang. Big-time player.
And Douglas on a little bit of a run here with 2:34 in this opening quarter.
They are. Need to get Brady Orem a touch.
There's Kuntz around a screen. And Orem being bothered up top by Terry Kaysen, so the Broncos now gone 7 deep, and they've got another awaiting entry at the scores table.
That's the luxury of Douglas. Again, they're a very deep team, and they were able to throw fresh bodies at these Douglas Broncos.
That's a great cut and weave by Swartz, but he comes up empty. Rebound vacuumed in by Daniel Piana of Douglas. Surratt in open confines. And an awkward landing.
Called travel, yeah.
And it will be possession. Great crossing.
Little out of control there. Head and shoulders. Could have gone up and got the foul. But great crossing. Dodged the bullet there. Down 5 right now. And really need to get a good shot and a good bucket. You really don't want to let this get to double digits if you're great crossing.
Nas Gillespie is in for Frederick Douglass. So Murray's gone 8 deep, and Gillespie very big versus Madison Central on Saturday, especially on the defensive end.
Played huge, so aggressive. These guys are football guys, you know what I mean? They're used to physicality. They're used to banging around, and they love to come in here and do that on the basketball court. Really helps out Nate Cohen underneath.
Ismail flings a 3, left that baby long, and a rebound scooped out of there by Gillespie. 6.5 minutes deep. Broncos lead it 13-8. The winner on to the Sweet 16 next Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern. Surratt on the handoff. DeMarcus lost the handle. Robinson. And Gillespie setting some great screens up top with Surratt from the elbow. And Ismail cleans it up for great crossing.
Tough shot by Surratt. He does have a sick midi, but that was a tough one.
Under a minute now. And an important stretch here for the Warhawks. They got out to a good start. It's been a minute, though, since they've scored.
Yeah, it has. Again, set something, get a cross screen, diagonal screen for Brady Orm coming to the block. Get him going to the basket.
Graham Swartz help hanging on to it. And here's Orem as the outlet.
Yep, there you go.
And Swartz around to Ismail, nearing the 22nd mark of this first quarter as Douglas defense very sturdy. Swartz, baseline, partially obstructed, out of bounds. Broncos.
That was 40 seconds worth of phenomenal defense from Douglas. Everybody was locked in. They communicated on the screens, pulled people through, got over, switched, talked. Great communication, great focus by the Douglas Broncos.
DeMarcus Surratt, Tate Robinson will depart. They'll get an extra extended break here as we're near the end of the first quarter.
Murray Garvin knows what he's doing.
Jimmy Dick is on number 30. And Piana has reinserted with 8 seconds in the quarter. Does Dakari see it? Yes, he does. Dakari at 2, flings a deep one. Off to the left. And a 13-8 Douglas beginning. More coverage coming up from Eastern Kentucky University. It's the 11th Region Boys Basketball Tournament exclusively on Glycod.
Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
Our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Vintage Douglas defense to wrap up quarter number 1 and a 13-8 Broncos advantage. As Daniel Piana will find Dakari Talbert, and that's a championship caliber defense in the last 30 seconds of the quarter.
It really was. That's the quality, and that's why they've won 13 games in a row, because they dig in and just lock down teams.
Gillespie left that short, and in pursuit of the rebound, as Graham Swartz They have taken the brunt of that blow. It will be a foul on Frederick Douglass. And Swartz underneath the score bug there. He took an absolute elbow, it appeared, in pursuit of that loose ball. Let's take one more look as the shot went off the mark.
Oh, yeah, the after effect.
It was Terry Kaysen in pursuit of that rebound.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
And certainly Great Crossing can ill afford to lose Swartz, one of their key players.
Great Crossing needs everybody healthy. Colt DeLimpo's already a little bit limited coming back from sickness. Great Crossing not a team that plays more than 8 guys, so hopefully Graham can shake that off and get back in the game. Token pressure from Douglas.
Colt DeLimpo is checked back in. Now keep in mind, Trevante Cooper already with 2 early fouls. That could bear significance as this evening transpires. Kuntz will feed the post to Orem. Boy, he draws some serious attention. Nice diagonal look. DeLimpo 3. And deflected off of Daniel Piana. It will stay Great Crossing.
You saw the attention that Brady Orem gets. When he kicks it out, Great Crossing's going to have to knock down the shot or either make the hockey assist and get it to somebody else who can get a better look to knock that down. But some threes are going to have to be made for Great Crossing.
They shoot him at 34% as a team on the year.
That's not bad.
As Ismail will handle it. DeLimpo with a stride. A long 3, Cooper, swish.
That's the senior stepping up and saying, all right, I'm here, guys. I am here. Let's go.
He made a huge 3 to close the first quarter versus Lexcath. That got their team moving forward. We'll see if it has the same impact today. As Dakari Talbert attacking. Talbert, nice hesitation from the elbow. That's off, and Kuntz floats it back inbounds, and Cooper down with it. And a Frederick Douglass foul in chase of that loose ball.
Always dangerous to throw the ball back in underneath the opponent's basket, but Great Crossing got away with it. Trevante Cooper kicked quick to the ball, and Jimmy Dick grabbed his arm. And that's enough for the second string and bringing the starters back in. But good minutes. That's 2 minutes. DeMarcus Surratt was out, 30 seconds before that quarter was over, so he got a good 5 minutes of rest right there.
Second foul on Frederick Douglass. As Crossing trailing by 2. And Cooper now will put it on the deck as Tate Robinson trying to get a little closer to him after Cooper just sank a deep 3 prior possession.
Here comes the double. Got back.
And Orm, that may be a mismatch there as Brady puts it on the floor. Left that long, chased down by Thurman Wade. There's the outlet, DeMarcus Surratt. Cohen completes.
Up top, DeMarcus Surratt. That's athlete to athlete. Nate Cohen bringing it down. Douglas is feeling really good right now, and they should be playing defense like this.
Vintage Frederick Douglass in transition. And Ismail Aslam Ismail, there's the pesky Dakari Talbert, and a little too overzealous as Dakari picks up his first and the team's third with 5:12 in this opening half.
Yeah, good aggressive defense. Got a little handsy with really, really good pressure from Dakari Talbert and this Douglas team. If you watch what they're doing underneath, they're throwing a double at Brady Orem. They're coming off the double. They're still switching and letting smaller guys guard them, but they're giving them a lot of different looks.
Brady Orem on the handle as we slide under 5 minutes in this opening half. Nudges in the lane. That's Brady Orem. Turns and shoots.
That's
tie
tough.
game.
That is tough. Over the shoulder hook shot.
Check that. 2-point Broncos advantage with 4:30 in the half. And good on-ball defense by Crossing, forcing a Frederick Douglass Bronco turnover.
Great Crossing just wants to keep in touch. They want to keep this game 2 points, 4 points, 5 points all game. They want to just stay right there on their hip and hope in the fourth quarter they got a chance to do something special.
That's what Steve Page mentioned in our pregame conversation. Keep it close. Kind of see what happens late. Javante Cooper around the horn. Swartz, good to see him back in. DeLimpo flies a three, and Great Crossing has the lead.
Great to see Colt DeLimpo come in the game and make that shot, give them the lead, and that's the pressure that Douglass is going to feel that we talked about before the game. Great Crossing in a good position right now.
Second made three for the Warhawks.
Here comes one for Tate Robinson.
Thurman Wade working on Orem. Follow off the mark as it rattled all the way around and slid off. And Great Crossing corralling the rebound. Ismail underneath Orem. Cohen already with one foul. DeLimpo in the soft spot. Bingo.
Yes. Colt DeLimpo is feeling good. He got his legs under him. He's in the second quarter. He's ready to make a play, and big-time impact from Colt DeLimpo right now.
Crossing with a counterpunch. Over 3 minutes and a half. Surratt off, and Orem denying the basket. And Great Crossing, a 3-point lead, and we're under 3 in the second quarter.
What about that defensive contest by Brady Orem without fouling right there? Big time from Brady Orem.
Orem just muscling his way to the spot he wants. Ismail hoists a three. And Surratt chases down the Frederick Douglass rebound. Wade, Nate Cohen in open confines, swiped away. Here comes Graham Swartz, salivating as he gets near the basket. Cooper, DeLimpo, three. Dakari Talbert out with it for Douglass. Talbert accelerating to the basket. Out of bounds.
That's good.
It will stay Douglass temporarily.
Went off his leg. Yep, it's a great call by the official. It did. Really, really risky there. That was Travante Cooper who put his hand in there to knock that ball away. Great hands, but man, is that dangerous.
That's J.R. Reed, the near side official, overruling the underneath official.
It's the right call.
And a little bit of adversity for Douglass. They've only scored 2 points this period. They led 13-8 after one.
Get out of their rhythm right now offensively and having to play a lot of defense.
There's Swartz on the handoff. Coots. Cutting Ismail. Basket off, and Thurman Wade brings it in for Douglass. Broncos need a basket here.
They really do. They really do. They need something. They got to figure out a set. I'd love to see Tate Robinson get a shot right here. He hasn't got one yet, I don't think.
Tate 0 of 1 as far
shot.
from three.
That's not enough.
Dakari Talbert on the handle. And the balance of this first half.
Elevator screen.
Robinson in between decisions. Jordan Coots out with it for Crossing. Coots. Wonderful move, and Orem gets hammered and puts it back in.
The big fella running the court. Jordan Coots with a great job after the steal to push. Brady Orem didn't rest, ran the court hard, got the offensive rebound with a chance for the hoop and the harm.
It's Thurman Wade, the foul from behind. And Douglass now 4 fouls in this quarter as the lead grows to 6. And a Douglass timeout. Frederick Douglass trailing. Great Crossing 21-15. Back with more coverage from EKU after this pause on Glycod.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Six-point Crossing lead. What's changed for Douglas in this second quarter?
Their comfort level on offense. They've gotten a little bit out of sorts. They brought the second group in. They got a little stagnant there, brought in the starters back, and they still haven't got back in their rhythm. That little mistiming right there has allowed Great Crossing, who has kept all their guys on the court, to stay in rhythm, get a little ground, and make some hay here in the second quarter.
An important stretch here to close this first half for both teams. Kerry Kaysen is checked back in as he'll field the entry pass. Skip past Thurman Wade, flings a three. One and done. Trevante Cooper in for the Great Crossing rebound.
Sometimes you're open for a reason. Great Crossing is absolutely fine with Thurman Wade shooting threes.
Ismail pausing at the foul line.
I think they'd hold for the last one here. 35 seconds. Go ahead and hold it. Up 6 right now. Take this lead into the half.
Trevante Cooper made that big three again that fueled Great Crossing. Crossing handling it in the remnants of this first half, under 10.
Now you go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
At 4, Cooper. Swartz at 2. Cooper, a deep one. It will not count. It's waved off.
My goodness.
It's waved off.
That's so tough.
Let's take another look. The near side official authoritatively said you didn't get it off in time. Now, we don't have a timer on the replay, so it's very difficult to ascertain.
You can see the lights on the scoreboard. Nope, no lights on the scoreboard. I don't think with my eye it didn't look like he got it off. They went into that action a little bit too late. What a great look. What a great shot. Would have put him up 9. Big change of events right there.
Broncos 2 points in the second quarter, and at half, it's Great Crossing leading 21-15. Our Cartown Kia halftime report coming up. You're watching the 11th Region Basketball Championship from Glycod.
Communication is really important on a team because you have to know what everybody's doing, even when it's not your job. You just really want to work as one unit, and whenever you can do that, the team is at its best. I think staying active helps me to be my best self by keeping me disciplined. Being able to look back whenever I go to bed at night, checking all the things off that I've done that day, it creates the best me. My name is Trent Noah, and I'm better without it.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
At Man of War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man of War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man of War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington. Visit manofwarhd.com.
Halftime at EKU. And crossing by 6, this halftime score may open some eyes around the Commonwealth.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to be watching this in the second half because this is a shocker. Be up 6 for Great Crossing right now over the heavily favored Douglas team. This is a big-time shocker to me as well.
Brady Orm, just a tremendous first half, and his strength underneath thus far has been unmatched.
Yeah, I mean, he's causing a big-time problem underneath. Douglas is having to throw different bodies at him. They really have to communicate on all the cross screens and diagonal screens that Great Crossing is setting. But Brady Orm doing a good job, not just catching it on the block, also getting it on the offensive glass, not just waiting around, going and getting the ball and being effective in every way possible.
We'll update the halftime stats graphic in just a couple of moments, but I would have to think in the Douglas locker room, Coach Garvin really trying to get their attention.
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is say we scored 2 points in the second quarter. That should get your attention. What are we doing, guys? We're not doing what we're supposed to do. And we have to give credit to Great Crossing. We talked about the job that Douglas's coaching staff did with them handling the defense. Great Crossing in that second quarter was phenomenal at taking away the player's best option. Tate Robinson did not get a clean look, and even when he thought he had a clean lick, Trevante Cooper got out and contested so quick he had to throw the ball away. And that just goes to show the detail that these Great Crossing players are paying to the scouting report and the job that they've done in scouting Douglas.
And Steve Page, he rolled the dice in the first quarter. His team was down about 3 points, if I recall correctly. 2 fouls on Cooper.
Yep.
He kept Trevante out there. He's now played all 16 minutes, and he still has 2 fouls.
He's going to play all 32 is what he's going to do. No matter what happens, he trusts his senior, and so happy that he kept him in because if you think back, the 3-point shot that Trevante Cooper made really opened the floodgates and really got Great Crossing going, got them their confidence, really started stepping in, and things started moving once he hit that 3.
Halftime stats when you come back. Great Crossing leading Frederick Douglass at half, 21-15. And thanks for joining us tonight from EKU. You're watching Glycon.
Man of War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man of War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Take a look at your halftime stats presented by our friends at BCTC. It's college for your world, crossing by 6. Both teams shooting in the 30s. And Douglas thus far yet to make a three-point shot.
Yet to make a three-point shot. What's more concerning is only 3 guys on that team have scored. Douglas is good when they're doing it by committee, when 5, 6, 7, 8 guys are having 5, 6, 7 points. That's when Douglas is good. Right now they haven't spread the ball. They've got 5 turnovers to 2 assists. Not taking care of the ball, and Great Crossing has 2 turnovers with 4 assists. Obviously, they're taking care of the ball, doing what they need to do, and that's why they see themselves ahead 6 points here to start the third quarter.
Frederick Douglass, their stint in the locker room was pretty brief. They were actually out on the floor shooting warm-ups with about 5 minutes left on the clock. I don't know if that means anything, but that's exactly what happened. And it will be Crossing basketball to start this second half. The winner onto the Sweet 16. Great Crossing has been there for the last 2 years. Douglas was there back in 2023. There's the handoff from Orem to Ismail. And Cooper catches and cuts, and how about that draw out of timeout?
Great start to the half if you were Great Crossing. Phenomenal. Getting Trevonte Cooper going downhill, strong right hand, and he finishes over Nate Cohen.
Crossing by 8, the longest lead. Drawing is Surratt, and he's going to cough it up, and a held ball arrow to Frederick Douglass.
Jump ball stays here. Yeah, great start for Great Crossing. I expect to see Surratt get to the basket a lot, and that guy to shoot the rock.
As Nate Cohen, their leading scorer, 7 in the first half, as Robinson catches and gets the roll.
That's what he needed to see. See one go through the basket. Now he's ready to go. Get him a bucket. Now get him a three-point shot.
What can the Broncos do defensively? That might be the question. Down a half dozen points.
Great Crossing has handled their pressure. They've done everything that they needed to do so far. Just need to continue to do that.
Brady Orem driving against Cohen, and Cohen says, no, thank you, sir. And the ball spills to Dakari Talbert. Tate Robinson, a 3.
There you go. There you go. That's just what the doctor ordered. 5 quick points for Tate Robinson. And if you look, it's a 3-point game. Douglas is rolling, getting back to what they do best.
Tate Robinson's 84th made 3-point shot of the year. And Crossing trying to respond. And Swartz sealed off. Now Orem is Thurman Wade on the backside, able to deflect that out of play.
Yeah, Swartz went to the basket, left his man right there. Made it really easy for Thurman to double down there. Need to create some more space when Brady Orem has it on the block. But, man, he went straight through Nate Cohen's chest, and Nate Cohen responded by still blocking the shot. Kind of Chet Holmgren-like, if you will.
Ooh, nice reference. Hand off to Cooper. There's Orem again against Cohen.
Yep.
Great cut. Ismail retrieves. Cohen, I believe, got a piece of that. And he got a piece of that one, too.
3 blocks for Cohen this half. Big time. Got to pass the rock. Too late.
Great overplay by Ismail. It pops right to Tate, and Tate is off, and the rebound's going to pinball right to Swartz, and crossing down the hill. And a strong drive, a clean play, but a strong foul by Dakari Talbert of Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, you got to take that foul there. No layups in the open court right there. Javante Cooper did the right thing, attacking the basket, putting the pressure on Dakari Talbert to make that foul.
Javante Cooper 4 twos. You take a look at the Douglas bench. And Cooper, 75% free throw shooter. This is a Crossing team. 73% as a group.
That's what you need this time of year. You want to shoot the basketball well from the free throw line. And they, I believe, are yet to miss tonight.
Cooper will add 2 to his tally. Great crossing by 5. Nate Cohen on the handoff. There's Dakari Talbert, Tate Robinson up top. Cohen finding Terry Kaysen. Short on that one, and Ismail claims the crossing rebound. Talbert trying to shut off Aslam Ismail.
Talk about point guard play. How solid has Aslam Ismail been? Sophomore.
Hadn't turned it over.
Not once. Solid.
Cooper's 3 blocked by Cohen, his 4th rejection of this quarter. Here's Orem. Shuffles down to Swartz. Bingo.
Big time pass there. Good catch and finish from Graham Swartz. Allen with the big fellas. Knocking down his little lay.
Crossing's half-court offense is so nice to watch.
It's been really good, and it's great when you have a willing passer like Brady Orem who accepts the double team and finds his teammates.
Dakari Talbert challenges Orem, and a late whistle and a foul on 34 in white.
If I am Steve Page, I am a bit upset by that call. Looked like Dakari Talbert just kind of threw his body at him haphazardly.
Second foul on Orem, so he will join Trevante Cooper with a pair of crossing personals. And Dakari Talbert for 2 very important free throws as he tries to get off the schneid tonight offensively.
Yeah, Douglas just went cold in that second half. Missed some layups, missed a couple step back mid-range shots that they usually knock down. Douglas just 63% on the season as a team from the free throw line.
Daniel Piana has checked in. Jimmy Dick walking to the scores table, having a conversation with his head coach. And he's going to check in. He's a 3-point specialist. As Talbert could not get that one to go either.
We talked about that game pressure. Down 7. Pressure is on right now.
Aslam Ismail is crossing, has controlled the second and to start the third quarter.
Complete.
13-2. Warhawks outscored Douglas in the second period. Swartz a 3. Backside rebound off of Brady Orem on the near sideline. Possession Douglas.
Decent shot there by Graham Swartz, but if he would have looked inside, he would have seen that Brady Orem had a smaller guy on him. Probably could have shot fake there, dropped it in, and followed his pass, but regardless, Warhawks still up 7.
Please subscribe to our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform. It's Glycod on YouTube.
I mean, we say pressure, but still, it's a lot of time left, and they're really, really quick, but it accumulates.
Yeah, Douglas, 20 points in as many minutes. There's a strong drive by Kaysen and wrestled away on that loose ball by Daniel Piana. And the arrow, great crossing. Broncos do not look like the aggressor.
No, they don't. They are on their heels right now, and they're trying to figure out where they're going. They look a little bit lost right now.
Trevante Cooper into forecourt.
Turn up the pressure. Trying to press a little bit.
There's Orem. See what Piana can do against him. Now some defensive attention. Cooper challenges Cohen. It's off, and rebound out to Terry Kaysen of Douglas. There's DeMarcus Surratt driving in the hand check and a hard foul. On great crossings, Graham Swartz will be their second foul this quarter.
That's Graham Swartz's first foul. I'm okay with that foul. You don't let them get to the basket, make them reset and have to score over top of a set defense. Elevator screen again. They've held it well.
Jimmy Dick lofting it in. Surratt retrieves, driving, and Swartz with the smackdown called for his second quick foul.
Woo! Looked like a lot of ball from up here, but we don't have those seats down there. Graham Swartz picks up 2 quick ones, and Surratt being super aggressive trying to get to the cup.
So Surratt hit a couple of early free throws. He's going to get another crack at it here at the meat of this third quarter. Thurman Wade will check back in for Douglas. Wade been relatively quiet tonight as Daniel Piana will shuttle out. And DeMarcus Surratt 3 of 3 from the foul line. Lead reduced to 5 as Nate Cohen back in. He has had a very strong night, 7 points, 4 or 5 rebounds, as many block shots. And a pivotal stretch here with just over 3 minutes in this third quarter. Colt DeLimpo.
Got away with some steps there, Colt.
He also pondered a 3.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't that
got
time.
Him that time. I thought that was less of a travel than the first one.
So possession back to Douglas.
Oh. See, fans, it all evens out. Just relax.
Mr. Marcus Surratt will handle for Frederick Douglass. For them to win this game, does Surratt or Tate, do they not have to score more?
Yeah. One of the two are going to have to come up and step up and get some shots. DeMarcus Surratt's going to be super aggressive getting to the basket, but I like this action right here with them two screening rolling.
Underneath Kaysen, cutting is Thurman Wade.
Now that could be what starts them. Let's see if that dunk is going to ignite this crowd and ignite Douglas to get going.
Thurman Wade as Douglas scores in the half court. And deflected out, it's going to stay crossing.
Something about a dunk that gets you going. Involving DeMarcus Surratt and Tate Robinson in that screen and roll action will allow some openings. Good passing by Douglas to allow Thurman Wade to get down the lane and get that powerous dunk.
We'll see how Crossing responds to the counter punch.
Good call by Steve Page. Great timeout by Steve Page.
30-second Crossing timeout. We'll step aside now. This message from Kentucky Army National Guard. You're watching Glycod.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Crossing, pausing play for 30, and you can start to sense the momentum maybe shifting a bit.
Yeah, it was. Once you get a dunk, it's something about a dunk that gets everybody's juices flowing. Steve Page felt it. The crowd was into it. Calls that time out there, settles everybody down, and I'm sure he's got something pretty nice drawn up for this side out of bounds.
Trevante Cooper to rifle it in.
Yep. There it is. Layup.
Swartz underneath the Cooper. Orem, a strong drive, lofts it high. And how about Kaysen snagging that rebound?
Monstrous rebound right there.
Thurman Wade in attack mode, and Orem with 2 fouls with a rejection. And Cooper there to interject in the passing lane and deflect it out. It will stay. Frederick Douglass.
Good job there by Terry Kaysen securing that rebound. That's what they like to do. They don't have to score, but they know that they can impact the game by getting defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, and blocks.
Terry Kaysen inbounding, and we have a hold away from the ball. Is that Cooper?
No. Oh, yeah, I think so. Javante Cooper picks up his 3rd foul.
That was Jordan Kuntz.
Oh, it was Jordan Kuntz. Okay, good. We'll take that.
So it was 15 Kuntz, his 1st foul.
Yeah, we like that.
4th, though, on crossing.
He just took a picture of the rim and then decided to lay it in. DeMarcus Surratt showing off those bunnies.
1 point. Crossing lead. It's a stampede.
Oh. Going to need another TO. Let's see if they can play through this. They're going to let them play through it. But the Broncos are back and feeling it right now.
Big possession here. Brady Orem spinning, lofting, and he chases it down.
Douglas just throwing a punch back. Threw a haymaker and find himself in the lead right now. See what great crossing does here. Good decision.
Brady Orem bulldozing his way to the basket. Did not get that roll. The putback goes.
Stick with it. Talk about a big fella that's determined to play some basketball tonight. That's Brady Orem.
Crossing in a ping pong. They lead 29-28 under a minute in the 3rd.
What a ball game.
DeMarcus Surratt up top. Thurman Wade spinning. Left that baby short. It's going to deflect off of Cohen. Possession. Great crossing. Let's take a look at one of the outstanding Bronco baskets. This a jam by Wade.
Yeah, up and away. Thurman Wade gets a nice 2-hand dunk. Gets everybody's juices flowing. It's live here in Baptist Health Arena in Richmond, Kentucky.
So great crossing by one after the Orem putback. Ismail rifles it back to Cooper. Cooper launches a 3. And Kuntz chases down that rebound and then threw it to the side court. And it's fielded by Dakari Talbert. Surratt attacking. 2 more.
He knows what to do. And he is making his presence felt.
Under 10 now in the 3rd is crossing. Skips it over Swartz at 3. Cooper, a deep heave.
Oh!
Wow!
What a shot by Travante Cooper. They waved off the shot in the 2nd quarter. Said he didn't get it off. He got that one off, though. Big 3-pointer to put great crossing up 2 going into the 4th over the favorite Frederick Douglass Broncos.
A roof scraper by Travante Cooper. And the 4th quarter is on deck. A great one tonight at EKU. And thanks so much for joining us on Glycod. We'll be right back.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy. If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Eight minutes to decide the winner of the 11th region. Great crossing has a 32-30 lead. Travante Cooper, a huge 3 to close the 3rd. And we'll see how the Broncos respond, Robbie.
Yeah, man, this has been really, really good. That third quarter team's really opened up. Both of them fighting back and forth. Best players on each team are not trying to lose. This is what March is all about.
Jakari Talbert attacking for Douglas.
Yep.
Robinson off a curl. Douglas with the lead.
When he gets those puppies set, you can just go ahead and write down 3 in the scores book because he's going to knock it down. Tate Robinson with a big second half.
Robinson 8 second half points, now 85 threes on the year. Douglas by 1.
Back and forth. That's what you expect out of a regional final.
Ismail will find the entry. That's Orem, and getting a hand on it. Daniel Piana. Possession stays. Great crossing.
Anxious to see how long Coach keeps Nate Cohen on the bench. I think the rosters are going to be, lineup's going to be real short here in this fourth quarter.
Swartz lobbing to Orem. Orem, again, a strong move. Fades away this time. That's off Kuntz again. Had inside position, but Wade able to lasso that loose ball.
Big time steal there by Wade.
Surratt attacking again, and Kuntz. Wonderful defense and great crossing again with the arrow.
Jordan Kuntz makes up for his mistake on the other end by tying that ball up. Not an easy thing to do when you're playing somebody as athletic as DeMarcus Surratt. Without fouling as well. Well done.
Surratt has just patented that strong move, and what wonderful instincts by Jordan Kuntz of great crossing. Yeah. Ismail drawing some heavy attention. Swartz in the corner. There's Ismail veering back to the middle portion of the floor. Back to Orem. Orem spins baseline.
And one.
And a man move by a 10th grader.
Man. Knew he had the size advantage over DeMarcus Surratt. Took his time. And DeMarcus Surratt almost blocked that shot. He's up there by the rim. Brady Orem just too much.
And the patience to get the shot they want is so impressive.
Yeah, and if you watch, Brady Orem had faded away his last 2 shots and missed both of them. That time he goes to the basket and finishes the right way.
Great crossing by 2.
It's 3 the hard way.
Here comes Jakari Talbert. Tate Robinson, a long 3, and it's long. And Kuntz again with a crossing rebound. Nearing the 6-minute mark. Been an outstanding matchup this evening.
Really has. Crossing going to run some clock here. Set some screens. Make Douglas defend.
There's Cooper. Build high pass to 34 Brady Orem. Ismail cuts. And Ismail trying to get by Jakari Talbert. There's Swartz, now the switch. Ismail cuts. Just great patience, and Steve Page wants a great crossing timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll step aside. Great crossing. They lead Frederick Douglass by 2, 5:24 in the fourth, and you're watching the 11th Region Boys Basketball Tournament on Glycod.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Well, Steve Page talked earlier about wanting to be in the game late to see what would happen. They're up 2 with 5:24 to go.
Exactly where they want to be. Up 2, in the game, under control. We talked about controlling the tempo. They've been able to get up and down. They've been able to play fast. They played slow. But what they've done is capitalize when they needed to. Great time out there by Steve Page. They burned off, about a minute, 45 seconds to a minute right there, just turning over their offense. When you're in the state of Kentucky with no shot clock, a 2-point lead at the end of the game is all you need to salt one away.
Inbound to Graham Swartz. Now Orem working opposite Cohen. Orem changed the shot, got his own rebound.
Hammered and one.
Wow.
Too strong. Brady Orem letting them know, I am here. He had 3 Douglas defenders all over him, and he's still strong enough to muscle it up. Get it back, young fella. Up again and one. Brady Orem, man, he is a force tonight.
Orem seeking back-to-back and ones. And just like that, the lead swells to 4.
Again, no shot clock in Kentucky this year, not till next year. Got to be careful with the leads.
38-33, great crossing.
They're not missing free throws.
Let's see what Douglas is made of. Thurman Wade will find Kaysen. Bakari Talbert through contact, muscled that off, and Orem again with a strong rebound.
The in-game pressure is real right now. See if Douglas can stay in character.
And Orem drives, and Thurman Wade with a reach in and foul.
Wow, to the line again. Brady Orem going coast to coast, showing a little bit of that handle. Again, this is the game pressure we talked about. 4:50 left, down 5. Could be more after this. Is Douglas going to remain in character, trust their teammates, or are they going to try to do it all individually?
Orem 11 first half points. He has definitely exceeded 20 now for the game. And the lead at 6 crossings. Longest lead has been 7. And they're there again.
All right, let's see what we got.
4:48 remaining. DeMarcus Surratt attacking. Kaysen catching, and a foul underneath on Great Crossings' Graham Swartz.
Well, they gave it to Trevante Cooper.
Okay. Swartz was in the vicinity.
He was right next to him. But
so Cooper now with his 3rd. He picked up 2 very early. And Terry Kaysen with 2 really important Bronco free throws.
67% on the season. Ooh, that wasn't close. 4:41. This is the time to make your free throws, guys. There you go.
Lead cut to 6. And Frederick Douglass seizing the moment. They want an extended timeout. Lots to decide. Great Crossing will have the ball when you come back. They lead Frederick Douglass 40-34. Back to Richmond in just a moment.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
.441 remaining. Great Crossing leading Frederick Douglass 40-34. What's going on in that Bronco huddle?
They're talking about how they're going to defend Brady Orem, but first they're talking about getting the steal in the backcourt. I expect to see a little bit of pressure extended. I expect to see some running and jumping, maybe even in the half court, where they're starting to scramble a little bit more and get a little bit more aggressive and in the passing lanes, because they need to create some turnovers for this Great Crossing team.
Great crossing, trying to go back to back to back to represent the 11th region in the Sweet 16.
Man.
And entering this tournament, they were probably, frankly, maybe fourth or fifth pick.
Fourth pick, probably, I would say. Fourth pick, and here they are with a chance to represent the 11th region in Rupp next week.
But can they seal the deal?
We'll see.
Still a lot of time left as Cooper on the handle.
That's the pressure we talked about. Pretty lame pressure, pretty tame pressure there. But they're going to pick it up in the half court.
Here's Ismail.
They're going to dig in. Yep.
Poked away. Wonderful play by Thurman Wade of Douglas as Wade evades defenders. And Cooper with a hand on it. It will stay Bronco ball.
Yeah, that's the intensity that I expected to see the entire game. They haven't been as engaged and locked in defensively, Douglas, and that's why they've allowed this game to get to the point where it is. But expect that intensity to crank way up here in this last 4 minutes.
Here's the inbound, deflected right back to Talbert.
Let's give Tate Robinson a shot here.
Dakari Talbert thought about it momentarily. Now Wade attacking. Talbert from the foul line, left that long, and Surratt chases down the Bronco rebound. Talbert again a three. And the rebound out to Great Crossing. Brought down by Graham Swartz. Now Trevante Cooper will attack, and how much time do they want to take off here?
The pressing starts now. They're going to have to start doubling. They're going to have to start playing really, really aggressive. Yep, there you go. You got to be aggressive and go after the basketball at this point. 3 minutes to go. I know it's just 2 possessions, but the way the clock runs down in the fourth quarter in Kentucky basketball, you got to be aggressive.
Held ball. Frederick Douglass with the arrow in their favor.
That's big.
They're going to bring in
Nate Cohen.
Yep, Nate Cohen as Dakari Talbert will exit.
Surratt's going to go to the one now. I'd like to see him and Tate Robinson get into that screen on the ball action together where Tate Robinson is setting the screen for him and they're coming off, making the defense pick something after that. Backdoor, handoff.
Surratt driving against Cooper. He lost his footing.
Oh.
And a great crossing possession. Cooper would not be denied, and Surratt called for the foul.
Man, that's good on good. Trevante Cooper with an amazing defensive stop there. DeMarcus Surratt had a head full of steam trying to get to that basket. Wasn't able to get there. Really, really good defense by Trevante Cooper, and the pressure continues to crank.
Cooper's imprint is all over this game. That big three again in the first half got this team rolling down the hill. And Tate Robinson from the derriere trying to tie up Cooper, and Cooper limping a bit as Crossing going to call timeout.
Don't need to see that. Trevante Cooper's going to need to be as healthy as possible to finish this game.
It's a full timeout. Lots left to decide. 3:06 left. And we'll return to Richmond right after this timeout on Glycod.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Great Crossing will have possession out of the timeout after a Frederick Douglass turnover, and much credit to Crossing thus far, but the Broncos just have not really been in sync throughout this evening.
They haven't. Like we said, they're a committee team, a team that plays the best when everybody is scoring, touching the ball, and being efficient. It hasn't been that. It's been very, very stagnant. Guys haven't been able to get in the flow, and shots have not been falling. And they're pressing right now. They've got 3 minutes down 6, so they're going to have to crank up the defense. But at this point, you just got to give the ball to DeMarcus Surratt, Tate Robinson, and let them get busy.
Dakari Talbert is back in as Cohen is out, as Talbert on the defensive end here as Crossing inbounding.
Good trap.
Under 3 minutes. Orem, far sideline. And Graham Swartz will handle. As Ismail.
Keep away starts right now. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Ismail driving, funnels it to Orem, and Orem up and in.
Big bucket by Orem. Great job by Ismail getting to the paint, dropping it off, letting the big fella finish.
DeMarcus Surratt, this may be a must score for Douglas with 2:20 remaining.
Got to have a basket, but more important to just get a good shot going to the basket.
Surratt challenged in a foul.
Good. Bit of a bailout there, but that was oh man, that's Trevante Cooper. That's going to be his 4th. That makes everything really, really interesting at this point.
DeMarcus Surratt, 2 critical free throws with the clock stopped.
67% on the season.
And Surratt now 5 for 5 tonight from the foul line.
Yeah, big time players, you got to make them when it's crunch time.
Basket here reduces it to 2 possessions and can set up the press.
I think they get in it no matter what. There you go. Yeah, miss or make, they got to get in it at this point.
We're going to keep things here. It's a full Frederick Douglass timeout. So let's strategize for a moment. 2:13 left. Still lots left on the table. What do the Broncos want to try to do defensively here on the press?
Defensively, let's try to get a trap. They had a good trap last time. Weren't able to get a steal out of it. But when we get into the front court, if they are able to beat us in the front court, we want to try to trap again. We want to get them into a corner, especially up top if we can, maybe on the sideline, and try to trap and create a turnover. Because all Great Crossing wants to do right now is turn over their offense. Just turn it over, and turn it over until Douglas breaks down. And it's very, very possible. Down 6, you get a little anxious, you get a little greedy. So we'll see what happens.
Great Crossing trying to write maybe the best story in high school basketball this year. All the talent from last year's team, Malachi Moreno, Vince Dawson, L.J. Holman won the state title. And with a completely new roster minus Orem and Cooper, trying to go back again to the Sweet 16.
Listen, we saw them. We talked about it on the draw day on last Saturday. How Great Crossing got a friendly draw, played model the first game, would have had to beat the winner of Catholic and Bryan Station. Avoiding both Douglas and Madison Central set them up nicely in this regional bracket. So they are here with the opportunity, and they are seizing it so far.
Can they put the Broncos away with 2:13 remaining?
Broncos have 7 seniors, 8 seniors on this team. They don't want this to be their last game, so expect a lot of firepower right now.
There's Orem on the inbound.
There's the trap.
And Crossing going to call timeout.
Down to 1.
That leaves them with 1 remaining. Just reading Steve Page's body language, I'm not sure he cared for that entry pass.
No, that's not where you want to catch the ball with Brady Orem in the corner, the short corner, with nowhere to go. You don't want to throw him the ball at that point. You got to try to get it to either got to get it. You just get it to Trevante Cooper, honestly. You get it to Cooper or Oslam Ismail, but right now you want the ball in your best ball handler's hands, and that's not Brady Orem.
Well, and again, Cooper with that 4th foul.
So
certainly Broncos perhaps may try to set him up for a player control, something along those lines.
Listen, player control, and when they get the ball, whoever he's guarding has got to go to the basket because he can't foul. They have to have him in the game. So if he's guarding DeMarcus Surratt, you better believe DeMarcus Surratt is going to the basket with a head full of steam.
Arrow in favor of Great Crossing. 1 timeout left for them. Douglas with 2. Broncos with 4 fouls. Crossing with 2 fouls. And another entry in the corner and a foul.
You don't foul there. You got him where you want him. They had Oslam Ismail, who's 5'9", surrounded by 6'7", Nate Cohen, and 6'3", Tate Robinson. And they reached in and fouled and bailed him out. Now he gets to go to the free throw line and make 2 without the clock running.
It was Cohen that reached in there. You could see Tate Robinson, his reaction.
Yeah.
And Ismail 80% foul shooter. He's the best Crossing has statistically. Trying to increase this lead.
Last guy you want to foul.
5th team foul, so of course that's 2 free throws.
From here on out. Oh! In-game pressure.
Dakari Talbert in, Terry Kaysen out for Frederick Douglass.
Still a 2-possession ball game.
The lead at 7. And the Broncos able to hang on to it.
That was close. You do want a quick basket. You want something going to the basket. Maybe get some free throws. It's time to attack right now.
Talbert to inbound. There it is. Here's Surratt. And he'll drive and be fouled. So DeMarcus 6 of 6 from the foul line. He'll have 2 more. And certainly if you're Douglas, I would think Surratt is definitely the guy you want shooting at this moment.
Yeah, man. You know, you want the ball in your best player's hands. DeMarcus Surratt is that. He understands the situation. Every possession is so important in the postseason. And when you get into the fourth quarter, every single shot matters.
And DeMarcus left that short. Thurman Wade rebound. And great crossing out with it, and a foul by Dakari Talbert. And that may have negated a crossing fast break.
Yeah, he probably saved 2, an easy layup, because he had Graham Schwartz down here out in front. But man, what an inopportune time to not be able to get that offensive rebound. Great job by Thurman Wade to create the chance. But great crossing, just a little bit quicker to the ball there.
So Ismail back to the charity line.
Yeah, you don't expect him to miss now. He just got his rhythm. Saw one go through the net. Got to shoot 2, so got to expect these to be good.
Jimmy Dick coming to the scorer's table. 3-point specialist for Douglas. They may need him down the stretch as Ismail. 3 out of 4, and the lead is 8 in crossing, matching their biggest advantage tonight.
It's going to be a roll up here. You got to roll it. Good. Yep.
DeMarcus Surratt finding Tate Robinson. Robinson. A runner is off. Wade with the putback, and he is fouled.
Who is this foul on? Number 4.
It's Graham Schwartz.
That's going to be his 4th as well.
So the 4th team crossing foul, and Thurman Wade will have his crack at the free throw line. 68% foul shooter on the year. And the Broncos certainly doing themselves no favors at this juncture.
No, not at all. You got to make your free throws at this point in the game. It's desperation time.
And Wade did not get that. Roll Surratt tried to sneak in for the rebound, and it's great crossing possession. With 1:41 remaining, is Surratt leaving it all out there in pursuit of that rebound, and he's ailing a bit.
Did he lose a contact? I think he got hit in the eye. I couldn't tell exactly what happened at the end of that play, but he got a whack trying to get that ball. He's up and moving, but they're looking for contact solution right now. You are allowed to do that. If he has a contact issue, you're allowed to get some contact without any penalty.
And that may be the issue as Surratt there you see him there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's his optometrist, but as long as he's able to go, that's all that matters.
Yeah, he's able to go. He's also able to get his team a little quick timeout right here. Both these teams are going to take advantage of this little medical break that they're getting. Still a lot of time left. It's just there's no shot clock in Kentucky basketball, so you don't have to shoot the ball if you're great crossing. Can't wait for next year.
Well, in crossing, they've been a little dicey at times, but they've not had too many turnovers against this press.
They've gotten away with getting the ball over without turning it over. That's what they're going to have to do one more time, 2 more times. Oh.
And Thurman Wade a hard foul, but then you send Ismail back to the foul line.
They're fouling the wrong guy. They are fouling the wrong guy.
And the crossing contingent up on their feet. As great crossing trying to scribe an incredible story in high school basketball in the state of Kentucky.
Wow. Opportunity to go up 10 with 1:30 left. People around the Bluegrass right now are going nuts looking at this on the ticker.
Wow. So Ismail 3 of 4 from the foul line. Douglas led 13-8 after 1, but only scored 2 points in the second quarter.
Haven't been the same since that second quarter.
And Ismail bumps it back to 9. What did Steve Page tell you this week? We're defending champs until we're not?
Until they're not. Until they're not. Go Rudy Tomjanovich, right? Never give up on the heart of a champion. Right now, we can't.
Ismail trying to send this to double figures.
And he does.
Wow. 47-37, Douglas must have something here.
Gotta have something special for the rest of this one.
There's Surratt. There's a 3, and Murray Garvin wants a timeout.
Still have time.
1:28 remaining. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You're watching the 11th Region Boys Basketball Championship exclusively on Glycod.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Seven-point great crossing lead, 1:28 remaining. Crossing possession out of the Frederick Douglass timeout after a big 3 from DeMarcus Surratt.
Does Douglas believe? That's the question. Do they believe? Are they going to make the plays that they need to make in order to get back in the game? You just got to believe.
Graham Swartz will inbound. There's Ismail. And Ismail trying to scoot up the sideline. And a Douglas foul. I think Terry Kaysen was over there.
Yep. That's it. And some good point guards know how to throw their head back, how to get the foul, create the contact. Aslam Ismail did a phenomenal job of getting into Terry Kaysen's body and not allowing him to get away. Gets the foul call, and he takes another trip back to the line where he's made his last 5.
But again, for crossing, they shoot free throws so well as a team. Oh, got the miss there, but 73% as a unit. I mean, who do you foul?
Yeah. Well, not the guy that's been there 5 in a row, but hey, he just missed, so you never know. They still have life. It's only 7 points. 121. Get it and go quick. Attack this basket. See if they can't make something happen.
Jimmy Dick is checked in as Kaysen out. Offense for defense. So the lead at 8. And Surratt.
Roll it up. Just let it go. Keep going. Yep. Block.
And that's on Jordan Kuntz.
Yep.
5th team crossing foul. So both teams now have exceeded the limit. And Surratt back at the free throw line where he is 7 of 8. And DeMarcus for one more. So both teams, in essence, swap a point. Still 1:18 remaining.
Great Crossing is absolutely fine swapping points at this point.
Inbound Cooper. And Swartz.
Oh,
coughed it up on the far sideline after a small minor fender bender with Dakari Talbert.
I don't know how he got away with that one, but they got a gift right there. They need to capitalize. That was probably a foul. Graham Swartz sure thought he got fouled. Ref didn't blow the whistle. Let's see what happens. Quick 2 here. Maybe get a quick 3 from Jimmy Dick or Tate Robinson.
Nearing the 1 minute mark. Surratt on the drive, and DeMarcus with a path open. Initiates contact. And Brady Orm in the vicinity. He's the guilty party.
Yep. That's a foul you got to take if you're Brady Orm. It's only his 3rd foul of the game. Surratt just missed a free throw. Don't expect him to miss any here, but still.
Lead back to 6. Crossing trying to reach the finish line.
2-possession game. Crossing has to keep that in mind. Try to get another turnover. Douglas does. Crossing has to take care of the ball.
So the lead at 5 as DeMarcus drains 2. So offense for defense for Douglas as Jimmy Dick exits. And Dakari Talbert back in.
Oh.
And Robinson in closing in the corner called for a foul.
Yeah.
Travati Cooper will strut down and shoot 2.
Not crazy about where Great Crossing is catching the ball on the inbounds. When they're breast breaking, they're still catching the ball below the free throw line, almost block extended. That's too low to catch the ball. You got to catch it higher up in the court and away from the corners. Regardless, Javonte Cooper's going to the line. +70% on the season is Javonte Cooper.
1:04 remaining. Cooper trying to make it a half-dozen-point advantage. Under a minute. Surratt with the handle.
Throw it.
Robinson, a seam baseline.
Oh.
And Tate throws it away, and that might do it. Jordan Coots.
Oh, the exclamation point by Jordan Coots. His only 2 of the game. He goes and puts a bow, what looks like a bow on this one.
Herman Wade finds Jimmy Dick, a much-needed 3 blocked, and Great Crossing will have possession.
Wow. What a phenomenal job done by Great Crossing. Coming down here, slept on by everybody in the region, except for those people that live in Georgetown, Kentucky. And here they are, ready to go to their 3rd straight Sweet 16.
And a Crossing timeout. Full timeout. My, oh my.
Wow.
Let's keep it here and enjoy the pictures. Great Crossing by 8. 31 seconds. And outside of the first quarter, they've been the better team throughout much of this game.
They dominated this game. I mean, they played the game at their pace. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They did a great job getting the ball inside to Brady Orm in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. And then here in the 4th quarter, when Douglas tried to turn up the pressure, they've handled it, combated it, and were able to do what they needed to do. In addition to that, good teams make free throws late. That's why they're playing right now. They've made their majority of their free throws, not many misses, and have been able to extend the lead here in the fourth quarter and not give it away by missing free throws. Hats off to Steve Page and the job that he and his staff have done. They did a phenomenal job scouting this game, and they had an excellent game plan going in of what they wanted to do. And they were able to make Douglas uncomfortable, take away the others on Douglas's team, and get them out of sorts.
This is a team that was at 500 in very early January. They've gotten on a roll late, but according to Coach, they didn't really have a real quality great win until they beat Lex Cath on Saturday, but my, oh my.
They got one now.
Do they ever? They got two now. And Swartz in backcourt. And Talbert with a steal, 28 seconds left. Dakari driving.
Oh!
And it's been that kind of night as Orem with the rebound.
Oh, man. That's a heartbreaker if you're DeMarcus Surratt. Would have been a really, really big one. Still would have had a very, very tall mountain to climb, even if that goes down. But that is the nail in the coffin for Frederick Douglass. Great season by these Broncos. 13 straight. Just ran into a team that's playing a little bit better and had a better night. Another loss, so close to Rupp Arena in their sights.
Brady Orem. My, oh my, crossing. +9. And DeMarcus Surratt is off. Dakari Tower chases down the rebound. And Douglas called their last timeout. 10.1 left. It's a full timeout. More coverage from EKU right after this.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
Our customers leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Great crossing on the verge of their third consecutive trip to the Sweet 16. 52-46, 10 seconds left crossing basketball. Stay tuned for our Cartown Kia postgame report. We'll have updates from other games, stats, highlights, and tonight's most outstanding players. And great crossing, gonna salt this one away. And a foul by Thurman Wade. 0.5 left. Wow.
You hear it.
That's got to be an unbelievable feeling on that sideline. This is a team that was a significant underdog in this game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, coming in here. Look, and Douglas gets through Madison Central. They escaped that. Thought that they were clearly headed to Rupp Arena, had their path there. But these great crossing Warhawks had different plans. And they are back on the familiar path to Rupp and the Sweet 16.
A stunner in Richmond. Frederick Douglass falls to great crossing.
Wow.
The Warhawks moving on to the Sweet 16. 53-45. Stay tuned for our Cartown Kia post-game report. That's coming up next. We'll have it for you next on Glycod.
Central Equipment, we're We're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
Our customers leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Your road to safe, confident driving starts at Apex Driving School. Apex is family-owned and operated, offering teen and adult driving lessons given by state-certified instructors. They also provide a wide range of services, including classroom instruction, freeway interstate driving, and road test prep. Register today. Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit CartownKiaUSA.com.
Congratulations to Great Crossing. The Warhawks improved to 23-11 with a 53-45 win over Frederick Douglass to claim the 11th region championship. And Robbie, as you look back to maybe a fork in the road in this game, where did it go wrong for the Broncos?
That second quarter, things just really went bad and downhill from there. 2 points in a quarter for a team as powerful as Frederick Douglass is unheard of. They were never able to recover. Offensively, they never got back in the flow. They never got comfortable. And give credit to Great Crossing. They did a great job of making sure that they didn't. Frederick Douglass players were taking some shots that were a little bit questionable. And then in the fourth quarter, guys started pressing a bit, working a little bit too hard, trying a little bit too hard instead of letting things come to them. And naturally, shots were taken that shouldn't have been taken. And Great Crossing just capitalized, played smarter, and were able to finish down the stretch.
Crossing did a great job defensively against Tate Robinson. He was one of our players to watch. We talked about at the beginning, only 4 3-point field goal attempts for him.
They were all over him. Anytime he had any type of error, it was taken away. He never got a clean look. He got one clean look all night. That was the first 3 that he made. Other than that, everything was highly contested, and they made life really, really hard for him tonight.
Crossing just a well-balanced attack. We'll update the final stat graphic on the next segment, but 2 guys scored double figures. You got another guy that was there. They've got 6 players that scored.
Yeah, and I mean, if you got to have more production than that if you are Frederick Douglass. It's just not the way that they've played. That's not the way that they've been successful. They're successful when everybody comes in and contributes 6 to 7 points. Everybody's eating, everybody's playing well, happy. But we talked about in-game pressure before the game started, and you saw how that pressure continued to mount. There in the third quarter, there was a lot of pressing from Frederick Douglass because they knew that they were supposed to win this game. They were the favorite, and they felt it, and it showed.
And for Crossing, they have 6 players that played the meat of the game. Coleman Eldridge got 30 seconds in late. But of the 6 that played, they all scored. So they all contributed in a big distinction tonight between both teams.
I mean, they played 6 guys, like you said. 7 on the stat sheet, but 6 guys played, and those guys played well. They didn't get in foul trouble. They played with multiple fouls. Trevonte Cooper played with 3, 4. Graham Swartz played with 4. Brady Orm only had 2 fouls all night, maybe 3 fouls all night. So it just goes to show how smart they were, how intelligent they moved the basketball offensively, the shots that they take. Every decision that they made almost seemed to be the right decision tonight. So Great Crossing came ready to play, focused, had the underdog mentality. They jumped out hard. Once they got that lead, they never looked back.
Our most outstanding players to follow. We'll also update the final stat graphic. Great Crossing defeats Frederick Douglass tonight on Glycott 53-45, and more coverage coming up next.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball. on Glycod.
Tonight's final numbers presented by BCTC. It's Bluegrass Community Technical College. College for your world. Great Crossing winning the game by 8. And free throws, they made 4 more than Douglas, and that was a big part of the recipe for them.
Yeah, it was. And they shot 78% from free throw line for the game. And Douglas shot 63% from the game. And those are the numbers that matter. You look at the rebounding. Great Crossing out-rebounded Frederick Douglass. They won the rebounding battle 27-24. They lost the turnover battle by 1, but when you look at points off turnovers, they had 13. Douglas only had 10 points off turnovers, so they won that too. So if you look at all the important stats that all the coaches talk about at the beginning of the season, making your free throws, getting defensive stops, taking care of the basketball, the Warhawks won on all those categories. Defense wins championships, fundamentals wins championships, and that's what Great Crossing showed today.
All-tournament team being recognized at half court. Tonight's most outstanding players presented by Carpenters Local Union 1650. You can build your winning career today. Get started by visiting carpenters.com. DeMarcus Surratt did everything he could to give Douglas a win.
Yeah, he did, man. He played his heart out. Ended up being his last game, and it's a heck of a way to go out. Finished with 21 points tonight. Couldn't really get – he got going. 21 points is great, but the others just couldn't get involved. Dakari Talbot only had 4 tonight. Tate Robinson had 8, but didn't get the shots off that he wanted. Wanted to see him in double digits. Nate Cohen played well in the first half. Didn't really hear from him in the second half that much. So it was just an inconsistent effort from the Douglas squad. And as a result, they're not unable to advance and go to Rupp Arena.
And Brady Orm certainly, but again, he had a lot of help tonight.
Brady Orm played great. I mean, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. He had 25 points tonight. He had, how many rebounds did the big fella have? 25 and 13. He had a big double-double. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, but he got help from Javante Cooper with 11 big points, making those timely threes. He didn't shoot a lot of them, but when they needed them, he made them. Oslam Ismail making those free throws down the stretch. 6 free throws for him down the stretch. Colt DeLimpo, coming off sickness, still had 5 big points in the first half, giving them a boost. So everybody contributed in a positive way. Jordan Kuntz only had 2 points, but he really made his presence felt both defensively and rebounding the basketball. So full team effort from Great Crossing, and they're the victors.
Jubilation for them, and boy, oh boy, Douglas, the disappointment. They had a tremendous season. But, man, you know their goal ultimately was to play much deeper in the postseason.
Much deeper in the postseason, and at least set foot on Rupp Arena's court. That was the plan. That's what they wanted to do. And this group of seniors lost at the same point last year. And here they are again. Deja vu.
Congratulations, Great Crossing. They defeat Frederick Douglass 53-45. One more timeout, and we'll have more after this. Live from EKU, you're watching Glycod.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Sports have influenced my life in a tremendous way. I'm able to see all these new opportunities and meet all these great new people. My interests outside of basketball are trying to relax and hang out with my friends and explore Louisville itself. I know I'm more successful because of the positive choices I've made and actions I've taken. My name is Kanai Roots, and I'm better without it.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
More postseason high school basketball coming up on Glycod. Live from Louisville tomorrow, 6th Region Championship between J-Town and Butler. Then the girls' Sweet 16 will tip off. We'll have both games in the morning and afternoon session, Douglas, Henderson County, and Assumption and Callaway County. We look forward to seeing you then. And Ravi, great crossing. Tip your cap to him. Just a wonderful, wonderful week of basketball.
Phenomenal week of basketball for them. Way to end the season so strong. That's why you never give up on your season. And what a class act Steve Page is. What the job that he did, scouting out Douglas, making sure this team gets through and advances and giving them a chance to get to Rupp Arena. Fantastic job. Hats off to Great Crossing coming in here and knocking off a heavy favorite and on their way to Rupp Arena.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight live on Glycod. We invite you to subscribe to our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform. You can track us down on YouTube at Glycod. So that'll do it for us. Wonderful crew tonight. Steve Bird, our producer. Our camera operator, as always, Joe Million. For Ravi Moss, I'm Chris Labar. Good night from Richmond. You watch the 11th Region Boys Basketball Championship on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Basketball, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game was brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza, take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.